voice chat. Channel. Let's have those where I can see them.
I'm here to be a pest, as usual.
Welcome, Pest. Thank you for joining us. I think I stole the fishing rod already. Let me just.
You definitely did.
Okay.
I remember that.
But
I was going to make a comment about it, how it sounded like a knockoff, like katana, like a Mune something.
it literally does. The katana
Yeah.
is Muramasa and the fishing rod is Muramata, and then the level 2 fishing rod is Matamune.
Extremely dumb. Very
The
good.
legendary fishing rod. We will hopefully get as far as the legendary fishing rod this stream. I have bookmarked the page in the guide that tells me how to solve all the riddles, although depending how it
Yeah.
goes. There he is. Hey, buddy.
I'm just skimming the PlayStation Store that they finally added filters back onto.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's big and it's clunky and it's awful and it's not made
That's the
very well.
PlayStation shopping experience.
But it's at least back. They at least function. So you can sort your fucking... all of
But
the
hey,
things.
I caught the first fish.
Yeah.
That's progress.
So I can sort by full games on PS4 and see what deals are there.
Nice. So, a problem I'm having with Apex, just to pick up something from half an hour ago, is that I haven't got the visual pattern recognition yet to actually pick out enemies from the background at range. Like that second game where we were getting sniped, I genuinely didn't actually see the enemies at all, even down a sniper scope.
That's a problem.
Yeah, me and visual scanning have a complicated relationship.
I'm aware.
You know, I do actually have visual sensory processing issues. The
Yeah.
full scope of which is not known, but yeah. Hey, welcome to the fish pond. Four gathers. Thank you. Whoa, these are faster than they were last time. But yeah, up close I can do it because I can see the enemies. But all combat in Apex seems to happen either at max range or up really close. Haven't really seen like mid-range stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's how fights go typically with any degree of movement skills. Because usually anything in mid-range, people flank to avoid.
Yeah, it's true, I suppose.
Like that's the whole thing is like you basically judge guns by how they do it close range and how they do it long range, because they can both kind of do mid-range, and anything that can do mid-range really well can kind of dip into the other two.
Yeah.
But yeah, mid-range becomes a matter of ducking through cover or
Yeah.
creating opportunities more than like, yeah.
I think if I play enough, I will get the hang of it. I can do it in Halo because I know Halo really well. I know the enemy shapes, and so on. But obviously, in Halo, you have the advantage that the AI is really predictable because that
Also
game is,
that,
like,
but I was just gonna say,
hyper-designed.
like, there's a lot of that's a bad joke, doll. You should feel bad.
Wait, what?
High potion.
Oh. Hi, doll. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
I used the
just gonna
magic
say that,
H
like-
word, so of course Doll was going to show up.
Of course. I was gonna say Halo has more distinct enemy shapes and less visual clutter.
Mm. I
So
mean, Halo, the environments are just smaller. Like, once upon a time,
That
Halo
too.
was the king of like massive environments because the environments were much bigger than anything else around at the time. But Apex is
Yeah.
just a testimony to like 15 extra years of tech growth.
yeah,
And the areas are so big. I would love to have some sort of single player thing in them because it's cool. And I like video game environments that feel really big. But
I might go back and replay Titanfall 2, the single player campaign this one.
yeah, that's probably the closest thing.
Or they could just add a fucking tourism mode. The bitches.
Wouldn't
I'm
that be
mad.
nice?
They had one for a new map in season 7 and they just never did it again.
Dang.
It pisses me off. I think it was for Olympus, the Flying City.
Yeah. I haven't even really learned which maps are called what. Because I'm not yet at the level where it's going to make a difference to me.
Yeah.
Like. Also, I feel like my preferences for drop zones are always going to irritate any randos I play with. Because I'd always rather drop like way out, where it's quiet. And I fully understand why people who are trying to play the game
Yeah.
vaguely seriously would not want that.
I mean, vaguely seriously, just like people who have fun fighting in that game are going to want to drop into places where there are fighting.
Yeah.
There is fighting going on. Also, hi Doll.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for joining. Ugh.
You're fishing.
Fishing. There's going to be a lot of fishing.
And saying hello to potions.
Yep. So we have to do this until we get a basically completely random drop, and then we go to the second area where I will start missing lots of fish. Once I've got on top of that, I think we unlock the third area, and the third area is the one that drops riddle hints. Oh no, I unlocked the second spot. I thought I had to get a random drop for that. Maybe this one is the random drop. I'm going to start getting my left and right confused is the big problem I have.
Becky's knowledge of 12 versus the entire internet.
Dang it. This is bad. As soon as they start being on the shoulder buttons, my brain isn't wired right. I'll get him. It'll just be a little while. In the meantime, I listened to 45 minutes of two academics talking about Homestuck today. They literally, in the first 45 minutes, they didn't get as far as, like, even starting the introduction of, like, the story of Homestuck itself. It's all preamble.
Of course.
I mean, there is a lot of like, you have to explain what Something Awful was, and, like, who Andrew Hussey was, and you have to, like, characterize Problem Sleuth in a useful way.
I didn't have any of that information when I started reading Homestuck.
Yeah, but you were reading it, not trying to convey it to an audience that you've already told not to read Homestuck. Because let's face it, you shouldn't read Homestuck in this day and age.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
It's a bad idea. Like, even without all the, like, political stuff around it. The political stuff is bad, too. But that's the wrong button. Eat. And I have a big debt to that comic in a bunch of ways. And I think it was a fascinating object. Did some really important things, but also I'm kind of glad it's over for me.
As a newbie who binged the whole thing in basically 2 months in 2019, I was super hyped for the sequels, and then fandom happened.
So the framework that this podcast is going with is like, you can see in Homestuck the genesis of modern like fandom culture. Like the way fandom operates now was either like caused by Homestuck, or at least developed at the time that Homestuck was happening, such that Homestuck's legacy is a big part of why things are the way they are.
Yeah.
And, I think there's a grain of truth to that. It'd be easy to overstate the role of Homestuck itself, but, like, the time it happened at was the time that stuff was coalescing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know how complete any discussion of that topic is without getting into the fact that Homestuck starting up was about the time that LiveJournal started to die.
Mm.
And everything started moving towards Tumblr, which has a different kind of cascading effect on fandom.
Yeah, like
Yep.
it is. I mean, it's that shift in how platformization works that I think is the crucial material explanation.
Yeah.
And also, like the fact that Homestuck is a product of something awful in forums, but that most of its fandom happens on Tumblr. I think that is a LiveJournal isn't quite the same as something awful, but there are definitely parts of the same era of the internet.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I had a better understanding of Homestuck as I was reading it by reading it once I was almost 30 rather than a teenager.
Yeah.
Because fundamentally, despite all the fandom interest in the trolls and the kids as characters in their own right, the comic is a 30-year-old man shitposting to other 30-year-old men.
Yes.
Well, okay, I guess Hussey's doing any pronouns now, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, the thing I want to say is that this is a product of older internet, but it's being picked up by younger internet. There's also a thing that happened with Danganronpa, like really hard.
Yes, God.
Yeah, and I think you could honestly, you can even see evidence of this happening and Hussey not liking it just within the text of the comic. Like there's no reason for the Dancestors exist except for Hussey to explain just how much he hates his Tumblr fandom.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a whole lot of nonsense that I don't understand because I didn't get that far. The last thing I remember being a thing that Hussey did was a character went trickster mode and then shouted, "I feel so Caucasian." And then he edited that later to be, so I feel so peachy, because he was peach colored and he was fucking irritated with people talking about these matte white colored characters' skin color because they're blank slates. And like, I get that, but also turning your blank slate character into, this is a Caucasian is just like, okay. I get what you were driving at. That's dumb.
Yeah, like it's very much kind of that period, that kind of attitude to blank slatery and race. And it is what it is. It's hardly the only egregious sin of Homestuck, the way it leans so heavily on ableist language in particular.
Yeah. One one side note on that I do appreciate was when Pester Quest came out, that way back when Nepeta is introduced in the comic, Karkat refers to her as autistic, obviously in a derogatory internet fashion.
Yeah.
But now that Pester Quest is out and Nepeta got her own story, she's been written to actually display clearly autistic traits and, live in a cave. Which was nice. It doesn't by any means invalidate the sins of the comic, but it's a nice reclamation of it by what is functionally a corporate fan work.
Yeah. A few more hands giving a few more perspectives.
Yeah, I'm assuming neither of you is too familiar with the VNs.
Yeah, extremely not.
I haven't cleared the original, so no.
Yeah. FriendSim is like almost. Oh yeah, and if we really want to talk about Homestuck's problematic attitudes with race, we can talk about how it's genocidal alien dictator empress is extremely black coded.
Yeah.
There's one of these fish where it starts with an R2 press and I keep pressing L1. Imagine if this had been how fishing worked in 14.
It wouldn't surprise me in 14 1.0.
No, that's true. God, what a wonderful world. I might have made some questionable MMO choices in 2014, but I didn't make that one. What? I was doing that one right. Damn it. I think this is the first area where you have to get you have to perfectly clear it, and then the like bonus reward if you get a perfect clear on a trip has a chance to be the Cactoid Compact, which means that a Cactoid joins your fishing expedition. Which is extremely good. It just sort of hangs out on your boat and dances.
I was gonna fire up New Vegas, but I just don't want to deal with dead money right now. It sucks. I should have done it first and gotten it out of the way.
Yeah, dead money is, hey, you want to go fucking raid Fort Knox?
Ah. I see how that would be a chore.
And also, we're just going to, try and do a Resident Evil thing, but not actually commit to it.
Ah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
nearly good enough.
I already bitched about it in TCC chat, but it's oh hey, we're gonna reset all your equipment and start you off scrounging supplies. Also, we've left like 5 times the amount of supplies you actually need to complete the DLC around, so have fun.
Yeah, it's probably better if you're playing on a higher difficulty. But why bother?
Then also shit like, oh yeah, we've got extremely high health enemies that get back up if you don't manage to dismember them, but also they don't respawn, so like, whatever.
Yep, and also you get companions that will give you perks that let you permanently kill them with any sort of damage, so...
It's like if you went through and made something entirely as neat and well put together as facets, and then put an I win button on it too. Which I realize facets just got easy mode, but I think that's fundamentally different.
Facets got easy mode because I bullied John Thayer about being too mean. Constantly. Like I don't think that was the sole cause, but also I really did bully him about it a lot. I should probably stream Facets easy mode at some point. Just to fuck with the boy, he deserves it.
I don't know.
For running
anything
the
about
Sitanuzuki Twitter account, which he totally doesn't run, but also. What's going to happen when Thaya gets a VTuber avatar? Feels like an inevitability.
You'll probably be too busy doing anything else to actually stream because there are too many bad games to play and too many bad anime to watch.
Yep. I'll do a collab stream where we play through the entirety of Xenosaga and argue about it for 180 hours.
No.
I really want to stream.
Walk into the sea.
I really want to stream the entire Xenosaga trilogy. I have the ROMs.
Yeah, of course you want to, but you shouldn't.
180 hours of Xenosaga.
I'm saying this as someone who wants to stream 100%ing Xenoblade 1, 2, and X. You shouldn't do that.
You also shouldn't do that.
At least play bad games people haven't heard of.
Nah. That doesn't get the views.
I mean, at this point, I think Xenosaga is becoming pretty obscure, is the thing. Not least because it is languishing in PS2 hell. We are going to ensure that you are properly equipped. That's Zusammenganacht is the pronunciation of that, I think. I did translate it last night when I saw you pop up on Kai's stream. Concentrate on pressing the buttons. Eat. There we go. Gotta catch them fish. Ah.
Unfortunately, I'm an uncultured American, so having an umlaut over the A would not help me pronounce that.
This sounds grenade.
Can 8, yes. Okay. Of course, Twitch won't accept umlauts.
You'd think they'd be able to with their motley crew of developers. Okay, that was a reach.
A little bit. Lexi's on call and also is holographic doll. Yes.
Yep.
And yes, now you mention it, there is some similarity between your voices. Doll is good, people. It's a good voice.
I don't know, but I look like Daniel Radcliffe in boy mode.
Can confirm.
I suspect you would find, if you were to hang out, that the two of you had a fair amount of common interests, if not quite common ground. Although I know you are likely to talk less about Homestuck and Umineko. Oh.
I'm currently talking little about it, but that's just because TCC hasn't caught up.
Yeah, I still haven't even bought Umineko. We're into hard fish.
Not playing anything else, so...
No? This is going very well.
That's a good policy. We don't have a Homestuck channel on TCC, but we do have an Umineko channel.
Yes.
If anyone talks about Homestuck, I put them on a secret list. And Santa Claus is getting some extra mail on.
Fortunately, I've been on that list since the word go, so...
Yeah. Is that why you only ever talk to me about it in DMs? Because Lexi's sensible and prevents you doing anything else with it. I can't do any of these fucking fish.
No,
I don't know. Have you heard about Doll's specific emote for I have a Homestuck thing about this, but I don't want to fucking lore dump in the middle of this conversation?
No.
Yeah.
I have an emote on a server they're on that's just like react to this message with Alternia.
With Skaya, yeah.
Skaya. What the fuck is Alternia?
Alternia is the troll planet.
Okay, I wasn't wrong.
I went with Skaya specifically because at the time it was introduced, there were a lot of conversations about the creative process, and when I felt inclined to jump on it, it was often in the context of Skaya and its role as a font of creative potential, both in the story and like contextualized in fandom.
Yep.
Oh god. Yes, the fun of trying to get people to read Umineko without spoiling it, because if you spoil, then you're just going to... Because half the fun is watching people try to figure it out.
Yep.
You mostly managed with La Milana.
I mean, yes.
Or at least, La Milana, we had a fun game of like me trying to extract hints from you.
Yeah,
you thought that was fun? It was torturous to watch.
Well, and perhaps to the point, La Milana was also a bit more obstacular. If you didn't extract hints from me, we would never have finished.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. At least Umineko, it's not going to lock my progress, just my comprehension.
Yep.
Until it literally gives you the answer.
I mean, there are plenty of people who have read Umineko to completion and still apparently refuse to acknowledge that they were told the answer, so...
Right, okay.
But that's a separate topic, and we can talk about that after episodes 7 and 8.
Fun. Gotcha, you bastard.
The thresholds, for what it's worth, are... According to the author, you have enough information to figure it out at the end of episode 4, but you are told the answers in episode 7.
Okay.
And then episode 8 does some stuff, I guess.
At what point do you learn what the question is? If we're talking about answers, what's the question?
The question arcs are chapters 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Checking people that
That's
sort of
why-
fuck about gender dynamics. Okay. Fun.
Yeah. If there is a single overriding question, I would say it's asked at the very end of episode 4.
Okay.
But the question arcs do ask several questions, not least of which is, can you explain the murders?
Right. I figured there was going to be something along those lines as a question.
Yeah, Mallory linked that that intro post back a bit in the channel, and I think
it.
he's right that.
I think I thought I pinned it.
Yeah. No,
did,
you didn't.
Apparently.
You can make me mod for the Unspoiler channel as well, and I can pin it. But yeah, I do think reading that intro will get you in the right frame of mind for reading it.
Yeah, because I often find with like more intricately plotted games, I would count FF12 in this actually, that until I have a full sense of perspective on the game, I can't really understand the stakes well enough to recognize anything as an answer.
Right.
Like FF12, I think I played it the better part of 3 times before I actually knew what it was about.
Yeah.
Which is embarrassing because it's not that complicated a game. But it was
Well,
vastly
I mean,
more
You still had that gamer brain.
Yeah.
Gamer brain is a deficiency that must be unlearned with time and experience.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, Simon speaks truly in chat here. Episode 7 is kind of the author beating you over the head with the answers to some extent, which makes it all the more amusing when people go, "Oh no, I don't understand what's going on."
Duly noted.
yeah, I've already had like I'm very accepting of when games do things. Speaking as someone who played Danganronpa V3 on launch, English launch, and watched that game fucking set itself on fire.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that episode 1 is just structured a little like it plays a key role in the overall structure, but it is set up a little differently from subsequent ones just because we also have to introduce all our characters and our concepts.
Yeah.
It also definitely rewards rereads once you're done, which is why I'm enjoying the read with my wife.
I shall be interested to see how it progresses after I have made my peace with FF12 again and played Majora's Mask. Because those are
Majora's Mask is not a long game.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a meal of it. You know I'm gonna make a meal of it.
Yeah, I'm aware. Like, it's still gonna take you less time than the critical path in 12.
Yeah.
It's a fucking N64 Zelda game.
Yep.
Oh, Val, was there any suggestion of the Deus Ex stream?
Oh no, I hadn't.
Dare I
So
ask?
basically, yeah, you're involved.
Oh Jesus.
So the thought was, I would stream my time through Deus Ex with you as my wingwoman, so that you could get a taste for the game without having to fucking deal with it yourself, and comment on philosophy and stuff without having to deal about the mechanical stuff.
Maybe. Favorite thing about Umineko, shipments did so blind.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to reading Higurashi.
Anything that gets you swearing up at Storm a decade later has to be good. I'm fully on board with that every time.
Yeah, I gotta read Higurashi. I've got it sitting on my desktop. I just haven't started it yet.
I have all 8 episodes in my Steam library.
And then I'm going to watch Higurashi and Higurashi Go, and I'm going to get mad, I'm sure. And then I'm gonna start Syconia.
Yep, and then wait for Syconia Part 2. Because it's not fucking done yet.
Who fucking knows? Maybe Higurashi Go will finish and they'll actually say, yeah, and we're going to redo the Umineko anime by that point.
There are too many things that... Too many games that end Go. It's like, is that... is that Grand Order? Is it Global Offensive?
Go.
Ah, okay.
I'll play Syconia when it's done.
I would like to participate in update culture for something, but I also don't want to, interact with fandoms ever again. So
that's why we're going to play Elden Ring at the start of the new year.
God.
Well, allegedly, Syconia isn't arcing like that. It's just going to be 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ah! I was in a groove, and something's just disrupted me out of the groove, and now I'm messing up a bunch.
Sorry for bringing up Elden Ring. I've ruined your vibe.
I believe witchcraft is real.
Stop making fucking Umineko shitposts that half the audience won't get right now.
No,
and
make
I know
them.
That's
I love unintelligible shitposts almost more than ones that I actually get. Unintelligible shitposts are a world of imaginative possibility.
I just bought Until Dawn because it's half off, and it was $10, and I want to play that game. So I want to see teens get murdered by a Wendigo.
Fair enough. I'm confusing my left and my right. I said that would start to happen.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, the weird question that I don't think I asked. Were you playing Apex with headphones?
yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm not daft enough to play a shooter without decent directional sound.
Okay, good. I was gonna smack you. Oh, what the fuck? Prime Vault on my birthday was Nixon Rhino dual pack. Fuck.
What?
Warframe.
Ah, okay.
I don't even play Warframe. I shouldn't be looking that. But also, it came out on my birthday.
Shitpost is great because intelligible on multiple levels, depending on which level of truth you're aware of. For this one, it's going to mean something completely different than that. That's fucking art, and I love it. Well done.
Warframe is a game we have a channel for in TCC, and Doll and another friend play it. And I have an account with some stuff on it, but I don't play regularly enough to actually be spending money on it, even though
I should try Warframe at some point. Maybe that'll be enough to. Maybe that'll be different enough to FF14 that I can scratch the MMO itch without venturing into the emotional minefield that FF14 would be for me.
Emotional minefield is the fun part. What are you talking about?
No, I mean like the way it interacts with my crushing WoW nostalgia. Not the content,
sorry.
not the content of the story.
No, yeah, Warframe's not gonna nearly be. Is not nearly a WoW like.
Yeah, it's not going to trigger that. But also, just like, I'm MR.
I'm MR30.
Yeah, I'm 8. I'm baby. I haven't even cleared the star chart.
Yeah, you were stuck on the infamous tile set.
Yep, I can't wait to get lost in the Grenier Sea Lab for eternity.
Yeah, nobody likes it. Like I said, I am available to drag you through the requirements to get to Neptune.
Yeah.
Because, like, I did a shit ton of Grenier Sea Lab farming certain mods that drop there, and I tolerate it now, but I understand why people hate it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm halfway to MR31. Maybe I should hop back on and get some. Not now, though. I'm trying to burn through New Vegas.
Yeah. Chop chop. Get in
Don't
there.
chop chop too hard. There's not going to be any new games for fucking 4 months.
Yeah, but I can catch up on Deus Ex Revision once I'm done.
Fair enough.
How long have we been going? 40 minutes. Making better progress than I was worried I might. But there are a couple of these fish that just aren't falling under my fingers. And that is going to be a problem.
Anyway, yeah, I'm still looking at the fucking Prime Vault and going, oh my god, Nyx and Rhino, so pretty.
I messed up.
I mean, we
Acer
all
and
have
spy
brain broken ways.
missions. Oh, brain's broken. Broken brains happen, especially in MMO type video games. Would you characterize Warframe as an MMO?
Yes.
Yes, no?
It's squad based. But
Yeah, but you can play it solo just fine.
Does it have like a persistent world, or is it instanced?
No, it's all instances.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to cause WoW-related issues.
Yeah, the only persistent things are the relays, and those are still technically instanced.
Also, there's open world segments, but like...
Those are also instanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very common to, finish whatever you join to do in them, and then de-instance them, and go back.
Mm.
I should have finished Persona 5 Strikers. Actually, I haven't played this in like 3 months.
My brain still is determined to interpret strikers in a soccer context.
Same. Like, I don't see strikers. Ah, yes, this is a Muso.
To be fair, you wouldn't parse it as a Muso if it said scramble either.
I might get closer to it. It's only the domain cross that's giving me trouble. And I'd say I'd like a Persona soccer game, but really I'd just like to actually play an Inazuma 11 at some point.
Yeah, just fucking give up. And play the fucking soccer game.
Yeah. Oh, apropos of none of these conversations so far, do you know if World Flipper has a release date yet?
September.
Okay.
I think.
Right as my life gets busy again. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Warframe's closer to, like... Well, actually, I don't really want to say a Diablo or Destiny-like, because, like, most of the time you don't get weapons as random drops. They certainly don't vary in stats. Well, okay, that's not 100% true anymore, but the ways in which the weapons that do vary are very controllable. It isn't like, okay, we're gonna fucking roll 4 affixes and maybe a legendary power. No, there's a specific subclass of weapons that do get bonus damage. You can control what type, and there's a maximum which you can keep upgrading them to. There are a couple things that you have to RNG for, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like playing an EQ like or something.
Yeah.
Which is probably why I've stuck with it, because I don't like farming and I do like grinding. That's why I'm still on Fallen London.
Warframe has one common game experience with Apex. Warframe does not do... Okay, cool. Sounds promising, honestly.
So, you get to do quests where you perform industrial sabotage on a hoverboard on behalf of a labor union. So
that's fun.
Yeah.
Also, one of the Warframes, aka one of the classes you can play is a magical girl idol who invented hoverboarding. So
that is an incredible sentence. Video game ass sentence in the best possible sense of the term.
yeah, there's no actual date attached to World Flipper, but it's Q3 2021.
Okay.
And there's pre-registration up, so
yeah, I pre-registered the other day. The concept of like pinball gacha is a little bit dangerous, I guess. Hopefully I'll bounce off it like I did with Alchemy Stars, but I like pinball more than I like whatever we described the bit Alchemy Stars combat as.
I don't think you ever did in the way that stuck, so...
Yeah, that's because I don't know how to describe it, honestly. Like I tried it because it looked like it was going to be Disgaea Geopuzzle-y, and it totally isn't in any way. It's just that it uses the same color palette for floor tiles as Geopuzzles do.
Yeah, Warframe comes from an older point of monetization where paying for stuff skips gameplay instead of giving you randomness.
Right.
And you can trade items in game that you get from random drops in very specific, like, farming situations for real money currency. Or real money. The premium currency is what the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try it out at some point. When I don't have so many other games I want to play.
So never.
I mean, like, the problem is that the thing I want to work on is the Apex Battle Pass, but that's so much Apex. Like, the reward I want is the final reward from the Battle Pass. It's so much Apex.
Yeah, I don't... God. Halo Infinite has had me interested for like 5 minutes because their Battle Pass approach is better. But then I remembered, yeah, but I'd also have to play tons of Halo.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a problem to me. I've just signed up to play tons of Halo for the next however many Mondays.
That reminds me.
To be fair, it's playing a lot of Halo Infinite, which is not Halo Reach as much as it wants to be.
I can also send you a Warframe recruitment link. It doesn't expire, but it doubles your experience gain for the first 7 days after.
If you join.
Actually, like, the Halo Reach stuff might dead end next Monday because I'm pretty sure I can clear the next mission, but the mission after that might just be a wall because you have to go to space. And the problem with the spaceship is that on higher difficulties it gets very, very fragile. Like, on normal it's one of the most fun parts of the game, but on even on heroic it's so easy to just die. And then you have to complete, like, boarding a Covenant vessel, and there's 3 really hard rooms on that as well. So that might be the end of the run.
Yes.
We shall see. I do want to play ODST though. I should play ODST. Like, so many people I know who I think have interesting opinions about games say ODST is the best one.
That does seem to be the prevailing opinion.
Yeah. Reach
From
benefits
respectable folks.
in my direct experience from the fact that I didn't know that it was going to be a tragedy when I first played it. And like,
sorry, that's just really funny to me.
it's
That's
very,
the one
very
thing
funny.
I knew about Halo is that Reach is like
Fucking doomed.
Oh,
yeah.
Reach is fucking doomed and has been since like the start of Halo 1, and you walk in like, ooh, Reach, what could go wrong?
Well, I mean, I'd only played Halo 3, and my housemate bought the game, and I was like, oh, more Halo, I'll just play that. And I did not know anything about why that story was being told at all. And it genuinely is the best way to experience that game, because it's better than Halo 3 at everything it tries to do. And tragedy is such a rare experience in kind of mainstream games.
Yeah.
Like deliberate intentional tragedy rather than the tragedy that is mainstream games.
Or the inconsequential tragedy that is game over, retry.
Yeah.
Or or the interminable tragedy that is Disco Elysium.
Yeah, I still flinch every time I see somebody like gushing about how much they like that game.
Congrats on having a decent life. Like that's what that means to me. It's just like my life is good enough that I can take a dip into a toe into the cynicism and the fucking despair for a little vacation.
Yeah, I bet it's not a coincidence that the last person I was even on a server with who was super into disco, apart from Sam, I guess, but well, you know, Sam's a friend to this community, was ran around with the fucking detective avatar, and then was also super into VR in like every form.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I should honestly, like, in terms of my personal
We're
circumstances, be
alienating our
able to do
audience.
that, but the fucking, just the particular things it does right in the opening, just, were a wall for me. I mean, I can see that there are people who are going to be deep in the pit and whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, that just feels like describing modern fandoms.
Yeah.
Looping back to the unspeakable evil, I mean, there were two paths. There were two paths out. You became a fash, or you became some variety of trans.
Yeah.
It's not for nothing that my number one thing I say about Homestuck is that it was in the context of a discussion of Homestuck that I first encountered the concept of gender fluidity. Which that was an important crack in the wall of my prior life.
Aww. Yay.
Even if I didn't realize it at the time or for another about 4 years. More than that, 5 or 6 years. I'm slow on the uptake, alright, when it comes to real life. I'm an academic philosopher. We're not primed for reality.
Yeah, meanwhile, I was just like, oh, trans people exist when I was like 19. I was just like, oh, okay, cool, we should support them.
Yeah.
And then, like, several years later, I started reading the Witcher books, and the way they treated the women got me so uncomfortable that I realized I was not male. Which continues to be the only good thing that Witcher has ever done.
Yeah. I mean, I knew trans people existed. It was things that gave me the tools to imagine myself as one of them.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah, it took me like 15 years.
like I said, 19-ish. Met some people that reminded me that was a thing, and it was, yeah. It just didn't come up as for me because I didn't have to go out, so I didn't have to deal with like any more dysphoria than just like general non-gender. Yeah. I don't like existing in a physical body sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, lots of little health things add up.
Mm-hmm. I've got to the point now where my fingers are doing this without me having to think about it mostly, which is good. This is pianist muscle memory.
What are we trying to get from upstream?
The Cactoid Compact, I think it's called, which is the agreement with the Cactuar. Mm-hmm. Because the Cactuar shows you to another fishing location, and that's where you can get the riddle clues to find the best fishing rod with which you can catch the River King. I think. But in a couple more, if I get a couple more perfects, I'm going to check and that doesn't show up, then I'm going to check the guide because I might have forgotten something.
Well, now Titan normal. At least you're helping someone out. Maybe there's a maybe there.
Good luck either way.
Titan normal's not going to be a problem. Doesn't
also, yeah, your dichotomy with the Disco Elysium fans, I get, but also like, I am more in the latter, but also I would like the game to have any sense of fucking hope. The sheer cynicism is just like, okay, let me breathe a little, please? No? Okay, I'm uninstalling you.
Yep. That plus my save getting corrupted and then having to redo all of the shit I did on the evening of day 3, which happened to include the conversation with Joyce about the Pale and fixing the union relations that was just a fucking lot.
I didn't even make it to day 2. Like, I just did not have the energy to deal with that fucking game.
Oh, that's what it is. There are 2 that start the same way, and it's throwing off the muscle memory. Don't build your entire learning paradigm and life around rote memorization of finger gestures. It's a limited learning framework.
I'll try my best.
I've played piano since I was 7 years old, which is an unconscionably long time now. And it doesn't half.
My musical experience is euphonium.
Mm-hmm.
So, something, 3 fingers and a tongue.
I played violin since the age of 6, and I've kind of dropped it the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Also, my hands are just too big, and people tried to get me to switch to viol at several points during that, and I was like, no, I want to play the high notes.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure had absolutely nothing to do with vocal dysphoria.
I am mostly fine with my nonsense vocally, but also I had to edit a podcast with my own voice for 3 years.
Yeah, like doing any kind of professional or professionally aspiring voice work does encourage compromises.
I'm never going to come back and listen to any of y'all's streams that I hop into voice for, because that would mean listening to myself.
That's fair.
Which is an activity that I genuinely do not understand how other people do.
I've got to edit down my voice acting stream from the other week.
Fucking
no, I meant listening to me specifically.
which is no, I've been listening to it back, and it's an experience.
And not just because Kai is owning you at every opportunity, right?
30. There are 30 separate clips of her fucking murdering me with voice. Let me just see if I've remembered what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Fuck you too, bud.
Generic
Fucking porn.
river,
Anyway, yeah, no,
upstream, upstream.
I'm mostly fine with my voice. I like whatever hormones do to my body. That, with regards to that, I'm fine with. I'm not gonna make an effort to go to therapy for it. It's not like I'm a baritone. I'm a tenor.
Yeah. Let me just. Key items. Are they here?
Shrug.
Balthier is still level 22. My opinion is that Megumi Ogata is allowed to be a lady with how deep her voice is, even though most of her big roles are fucking dudes, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm not uncomfy with my voice. I'm also aggressively fine with my voice, but I'm not uncomfortable with it.
I just hate being perceived, you know?
Yeah.
Same.
Why am I not fucking catching any of these? I should have already caught the bottles, apparently.
Open up Picross because of course I am.
They should be here. I thought. Confused. Sell my fish. I keep my voice the way it is because it's really useful to have this as a lecturing voice, but I have enjoyed learning to do other voices when I want to. And like, I actually do have some. I'm actually taking some voice coaching at the moment. Partly because I use my voice very hard when I'm working, and
Yep.
Good, you got practice.
You're ready. Where the fuck?
Ready to do this thing! Ugh.
Mountain is a legendary cursed fishing rod. Finding it isn't easy. To do so, you must first defeat. Ah, fuck me. I know what I need to do.
Did you not do the hunt?
I didn't do the hunt.
Get fucking dunked on, nerd.
I forgot that I need to go and finish off Gilgamesh. Fortunately, that's a fun thing to do. I think this happened last time I did the fishing quest as well. Lucy
It sounds like something you would do.
Yep.
Twice.
Well, let's go and get the man. I haven't started the Hunt Club side quest, so the ultra nasty rare that fucks this up for weaker parties shouldn't be around. And then I think I'm going this way. Let's go steal a man's clothes off his back while fighting him. It's kind of like Apex, although at least there you kill them first. Penelo might be under-leveled for this. It'd be really good to have 2 properly fully fledged casters. And honestly, Penelo does have wild amounts of HP. Because Night Monk is a hilarious combination, especially for a tiny girl. I love this location. It's such a cool way of structuring an RPG dungeon. And I really like how FF12 does it, and I wish it did it more. I wish more games had just straight up, you know, there's the build part of the dungeon, and then there's basically an entire dungeon stuck on the bottom of it. The funsies. Oh my god.
You're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but that sounds like something a Compile Heart game would do.
I can believe that. Someone here has telekinesis. And might not have faux flying. You have telekinesis? You don't have telekinesis. You don't need it because you've got a spear. You do have telekinesis. Having a slight issue here. Where this dragon has got very, very angry at me all of a sudden. There we go. Like, very, very angry at me.
Wow.
I must have hit some sweet spot in its
HP pool.
Yeah, because like this game has the mechanic where the lower the HP, the higher the
Combo chance.
yeah, and I must have hit like the lowest bracket for that. That was Dragon Whisker. That's a bit of an upgrade, and it's on hit disable, which is very, very funny. I don't have faux flying, do I? Oh, I do. Right, okay. In that case, action can be taken. No gambits.
Very amusing trying to watch the stream and we're still on just now picking up Dragon Whisker.
Ah. It do be like that sometimes. There we go. Properly set up. Let's get fucking owned. Because the impression I have is that Penelo definitely shouldn't be any deeper than this area, and we're going 2 areas deeper than this. Although, as I say, on hit disable is hilarious. Just bonk. Okay, now you're just going to stand there and take whatever I want to do to you. Okay. Let's do this properly. Check everything. This skills isn't the only treasure here. Why does Bash... Bash somehow ended up casting Float in the middle of combat, which that's not supposed to happen. So where's the camera gone? Here we go. And ready to tip it. Let's do it that way around. A biomote. That's not an endgame area treasure. The fuck is a bone of Biblos? It's not loot. It's a weapon?
Use them.
Oh, yeah, it's a bone of
Use a
Biblos. It's a mace.
Oh. Nice.
That's not in the original game.
Or if it was relocalized.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's not in the original game. Maces was a small category of weapon. But it's entirely possible that they expanded it.
They definitely did, I just...
I don't think I've been this way. God, having Penelo as my party leader here is a mistake. Except on narrative grounds. Or character loyalty grounds, I should say. The fact that they added pebbles as a drop for like so many enemies in this game, even in the late game, is certainly a decision you could make. Knock down these level 60 skeletons and you get a one gil loot reward.
Yeah, you need to retain some level of cruelty from the original.
Oh, okay.
You can't
good,
starve you of the Zodiac Spear.
I'm still mad that they moved it. Like, sure, cut the irritating like chest lottery thing, but it was in a good place. It was a really well positioned piece of game design. Float's going to wear off while we're fighting on top of this trap. I can't see what I'm doing. I keep losing track of the camera for some reason. Oh. It's 2 levels gained for Penelo since coming into this dungeon like 10 minutes ago. And she's only died a couple of times. The thing is, we do all this effort to get the Genji armor from Gilgamesh, it's not even good armor. By the time it's stream-friendly levels of difficulty to fight Gilgamesh, the armor is kind of already obsolete. To get an advantage out of it, you really have to be prepared to stick your neck out. Although I probably should check my armor licenses. Okay, I've been everywhere in this area. Let's go. You there, Lex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just playing Picross.
Ah, that will occupy the brain a little.
I'm tweeting, I guess.
Oh boy.
Don't do that.
And what are you tweeting?
Well, first off, I'm tooting, but I found I had occasion the other day to visit the Magic the Gathering wiki, and I found out that at some fucking point they've migrated off of Gamepedia to fandom.
Oh man.
Who in their fucking mind migrates a wiki to fandom in 2021?
If I had to guess what major nerd property had done so, MTG would be high on the list, I feel.
It was perfectly usable on Gamepedia.
Yep.
I mean, like, they're not much better as a site, but they're still slightly better. God. So we just went through this whole thing with the Fallen London wiki conversely got migrated off of fandom after years and years of people complaining about it. And in fact, Failbetter is now paying for its hosting.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's great. We've got it's got a top level domain.
Pretty these chests are. I fucking love the mimic designs in this game. Look at this beautiful insect that I'm just going to destroy. I need to find that mimic VTuber again. That I was linked to, because holy shit, I want to rig a mimic, like an actual Dark Souls walking chest type mimic. That would be so much fun to do. So many ideas for live 2Ds I want to make, and so little time to actually work on them.
Right, I still need to get my OCs together. I don't have OCs, I just have Sonus. I'm running a character that wasn't intended to be an immediate and blatant expression of some subconscious part of myself.
You obtain a Wrath of the Gods. The fuck?
That's nothing new.
It's a loot.
Given the plot of this game.
A strange object containing a sphere wrapped in thin metallic wire, capable of holding an electrical charge indefinitely. So it's a battery?
Yep.
That's the Whale Whisker. What the fuck? Why are the Dragon Whisker and the Whale Whisker in the same dungeon?
Because you only get one of each? Question mark.
You do only get one of each, but why are they in the same dungeon?
I don't know. It's supposed to be an in-game dungeon.
Why are they in the same one, though? There are other places it could be. Also, where the fuck is it?
Other things in those other dungeons.
Oh, actually, no. Maybe the Whale Whisker is
a pole. The Whale Whisker is a pole. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Which means it might be worth seeing if it's an upgrade for Penelo.
It may very well be.
No, the Ultimate Blade is better.
Well, it's gonna be hard to beat that.
Yes. I'm just gonna go through and quickly buy all the armor licenses that I haven't bought yet. Yes, because I just picked up a Maximilian. That's a upgrade. Is that an armor license? It is. Yeah, until I get Excalibur, which I have to beat Ultima for anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there's Ragnarok. There is Ragnarok. I forgot about Ragnarok. Mystic Armor is available. Light Armor. What was that noise?
What, okay, which noise was it?
The word crackling.
Oh, I have a bag of chips. Sorry.
It's okay. No harm done.
Yeah, it just sounded like you summoned the wrath of the gods.
Breakfast and lunch today have been a bag of tortilla chips and a can of salsa.
Oh god, yeah. I feel like I must know someone who knows them at this point. Just at a bunch of people on Twitter and be like, hey, do you know this?
Also, I'm not
As
one
the
to
person who
with,
linked
please.
it, surely you could, or was this linked in Twitch chat?
This was linked in a Discord way back.
I'm not one to talk since my breakfast was pizza and my lunch was more pizza, but salsa for food is probably salsa and chips for food is probably not the greatest idea.
It's got more vegetables than your average pizza.
Shots
Mine was
fired.
supreme. Supreme pizza is fun.
Look, this has got tomatoes, onions, green peppers,
Onions.
without all the carbs and cheese of an actual pizza.
Those
I
are
was
the
going to say
best
those
parts,
those
though.
all sound like things that one would find on many pizzas.
Yeah. I have
Proportionally,
tomato.
this is much more vegetable than a pizza.
I mean, maybe like the chips aren't helping you there. Oh, nice, thank you. Let me just get that up.
Local VTubers destroy each other with facts and logic.
They haven't posted anything in 2 months.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Just have to find someone else
Yeah.
who wants that concept and rig it for them.
Yeah, they haven't streamed in 2 months, and also the last 2 videos they have are like a minute and a half long because their stream was having technical issues.
Oh,
Crap.
yeah. This is bad.
Do they have... They don't have a Twitter or anything.
Wow.
Like the things they link are like character design, art, rigging, lighting screen. Nothing else.
That is a shame. Penelo now up 4 levels since I came in here. It's just here too. Oh, Scathe! Holy shit, that's worth getting.
Yeah, no kidding.
Although I don't think I've got anyone even vaguely on level with the license for it. Let's see how this goes. Usually it's okay if I can take out Enkidu quickly. Until like the last phase of Gilgamesh. I should... What statuses is he likely to use? So don't need the XP. good. I'm not at levels that are a multiple of 3. Are they both prime? They might both be prime. That should be very good. Oh, that's not great. Please finish the dog off. This will be so much easier once the dog is under control. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Protect Gar. Someone must have Protect Gar. I picked it up somewhere. There we go. Yeah, so immune to 4 break and 3 disable. That is very good. And 2 sleep.
Test of your strength, mortals. A prelude, if you will. The real contest
You're
begins
really
now.
just full of blue magic.
I.e., your weapons are as good as mine.
I got real lucky. Like that last level up that took. I suppose it would only. She'd only have been vulnerable to 46. Yeah, Penelo would only have been vulnerable to level 2. Sleep.
Sword shimmer.
And not the 4 or 3, but even so.
Sword shimmer.
Did he seriously just chain S moves?
Yes.
What the fuck? One more threshold and then I have to start stealing. It's gonna be a whole interesting thing. What level is Vaughn? 59. That's also good. Here we go. Please detarget someone. Does Penelo have steel? I don't think so. Wait, wrong menu. No steel for Penelo. Need to turn all the attack gambits off anyway. Come on. You got what would be good? Oh, Thief's Cuffs. Yes, that would be a sensible item to equip for this context.
Yep.
Sword shimmer.
Again? That's 3 already. What the hell? It's not a particularly horrendous move, but
It's the principle
yeah.
of
There we
getting hit
go.
with that many.
Now I just have to get Van out of the party again. turn on the attack gambits. Nope. Turn on the attack gambits. God, it makes this fight so much easier to go in with the right levels.
Yup.
Those disables alone, if I was a multiple of 3.
Quick, mortals! You face the blade of legend!
It still looks like the fucking Master Sword to me, this last sword.
Looks more like a Dragon Quest thing to me. Isn't that the Worm Hero's blade?
No, the Worm Hero's blade is thicker than this. This is the S move that I'm worried about. He's wielding a fake of the Tornasol as well. Whoa, holy crap!
Incredible.
Oh, he's being mean with this shit.
Mm.
Fortunately... Wait. Did Vaughn steal already?
Nothing to steal. Yeah.
Yep.
Guess so.
Holy crap. I forget who has the license for the Genji armor. Not everybody. I just need to get Vaughn out of the party, which might involve letting him die. Yep. What else do I need to do to make this work? Put the attack gambits back on, even though he's currently palinged. I think. Oh, he's not. Nice. Finish him. I wonder if I should go for the quickening finisher. Because he might get another paling phase. It's not terribly fast damage. Run away! Owie! Jesus Christ! When the nerd is angry, he does do a lot of damage.
That's what all those arms are for. Mm-hmm. More swords.
Yep. I can't believe they added Gilgamesh with a gun as a prank boss to 13.2.
I can. Seems exactly the sort of thing they would do.
I should do that fight at some point.
I should plat 13.2 at some point.
Oh man, he's mad now. Straight up comboing everyone to death. I'm going to go for that quickening and hope that I get enough damage. Do the thing, please. I got effect queued, what the hell? Here's where I get 3 quickenings off and that's it. That would be a bad outcome. So far, so good. Right, Now I need mischarges. I haven't seen any so far, and that's a bad sign. Come on, be kind. Okay, that's 3 level 3 quickenings. That's a good start. 4 level 4 quickenings. Level 3 quickenings. I can do numbers. It's a risky strat. Oh man. 4 level 4 quickenings and basically nothing else, which I don't think even triggers confluence. Oh, it does. I wonder if it'll be enough. Or will I have just made him extra angry? Oh, got him. Bye, buddy.
Probably my favorite part of Gilgamesh in 14 is when it's revealed that he's Yojimbo.
Ah, nice.
And
Fucking,
you
there was
fight
a
him.
Gilbug trap on that chest.
Fucking incredible.
I still have like 750,000 gil, so it's fine, but it appears to be an ordinary sort of legend. Anyway, that's the Masamune, which should be on Bash. He probably doesn't have the license for it yet. Where is it? There we are. Oh yeah, there's another like super good katana in this. For some reason, it's even more expensive.
Yeah, because it's part of the Zodiac. The Zodiac editions.
Yeah.
I forget which one. It's a, that's the.
The Kumpa.
Yeah, it's the. It's Aquarius, but also it's the boar.
Germanus boots.
Yeah, I just remember that because there was a cute fucking girl in Grand Blue. My only reference for Zodiac bullshit. Because I'm not a Grand Blue, or I'm not a fucking Homestuck fan or peruser. I escaped that part of my life.
I'll be honest, the only Zodiac thing I noticed in that I found intelligent about Homestuck was that I was Solux. Which works for me, honestly, for Solux. Also, I'm a little alarmed that I can call his name immediately to mind without hesitation. I can't do that for most of the trolls. Most of them I get confused.
Control. Did you just? Were you about to say controlled?
I might. God. I was about to say controlled because the wires got crossed with the actual English word control, but also that's a particularly hilarious. Yeah. You are extremely Egbertian, doll. God love you. Onwards. Don't need the ship in here. That's fair. Vriska in a crisis is a good Vriska. Right. I wonder how much thought was put into the numbering on the different areas of the Lucy mines, because they're not in any intelligible order.
Were you just at area 5?
Yeah, I went from 5 to 11.
Gilgamesh from 5? That's fine.
Ah, yeah, I suppose so. We'd have to ask Sam if, as our resident 11 expert, if there's any resonance there.
I don't know that he would be able to confirm or deny anything.
Yeah.
Today, sorry.
It's entirely possible there's some sort of 11 reference here because, oh my god, there's so much 11 to reference.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just like, where do you stop considering 11 for 12 references? Like, what expansion pack did they get up to before 12 came out?
Yeah, that too.
Right. The answer is probably more than should have.
The teleport crystal is this way. Bonk. Sleepy times. From here, let's go to Rabanasta and turn the hunt in. Might as well. See if we unlock any other hunts in doing so. Probably, because it's probably the hunter-killer hunt must be available by now. Which is a critical one to do, to make sure that the game holds together. Oh, that's right. They moved. They moved the Masamune to a chest at the end of this quest rather than the quest rewards, because they wanted to put the Excalibur on the reward for the Gilgamesh quest. Because of course they did.
Yep.
Oh, I've unlocked the Seer. That's a 4 or 5 hour hunt to do, at least.
Christ.
Well, it's the Pharos basement, and you have to do the entire Pharos basement, which is a fucking chore.
Yeah, like, I think I've said this before. I have not done this game side content. Like, I ended up critical pathing it really fucking hard for DGC. And I'm playing other things.
Yeah.
Because committing to this game takes effort.
I mean, I like it. It's like the stuff down there. The challenges down there are good challenges, but it is a long play session to get all the.
I'm not saying that as like a this is bad. It's just like I just have not had the energy to play it and watch what I'm watching or whatever.
It's also where you find the very large frogs full of hatred. Like literally in the very first area, and as currently stands, if I go there, the very large frogs full of hatred will kill me before I can do anything else.
Yep.
Because they were definitely overtuned. It's also where the magic pots are.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. One reason why you want to do that all in one sitting is so that you don't have to deal with respawning magic pots, because elixirs are expensive.
Yep. My one comment was going to be, I'm blessed that I do not have enough of an opinion on myself or Homestuck to say what troll I am or other Homestuck character. And better yet, even if someone told me, I just have to take their fucking word for it.
Now I have to get back into the groove of this. Because...
At least now you know you can make progress.
Yeah. A lot of fishing needs doing. I have to fish up bottles until we've fished up the 5 coloured bottles. Then each of those has a riddle clue. And once I've got the 5 riddle clues, I think we might call it for today.
Reasonable. Then everyone can get ready for more Sonic tomorrow.
Yep.
Because I'm going to play the Tails route and then all the other not good routes in Sonic Adventure DX.
That's gonna be fun.
For at least some part of it.
Good luck. Jolly good. Oh, my neck's stiffening up from staring too fixedly at the screen. Posture check. Oh, there's a note. Blue bottle. Okay. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm so much better at this mini game than even like the last time I tried it. And I don't know what the difference is. I haven't got to the 6-button fish yet, but maybe it's because I'm back in practice on the piano. Come on, give me bottles. I need bottles. At least with this phase of the thing, I don't actually need to get perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a case of catching enough fish that the randomizer is kind. Green bottle. That's 2 down. Some of these I'm at risk of entering the buttons too quickly and overshooting. Come on, bottle me again. Hey, it did too. That's the red bottle. 2 to go. Imagine if I'd done the quest properly and not forgotten how it works. How quickly we'd have been done.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be an Eat TM stream. Just...
Shush. That's what I get for welshing out on fighting Gilgamesh twice. It was much easier now than it would have been if I'd done it either of those earlier times, but still. And all that earlier stuff did mean that, like, I'm actually in the groove on the fishing. Wouldn't have been going this quickly otherwise. I haven't yet missed many fish since getting back to it. I was careful about how I phrased that one. There we go. Missed one. Immediately.
Karma is swift and comedic.
Uh-huh. Still, I got another bottle. 1 to go. And it was the prank that I failed on. The one where there are 2 sequences that start with the same 2 buttons. It's like, fair enough. That was just clumsy thumb. Hey, there's the last bottle. Inventory. Key items. Blue bottle. Truth lies just beyond falsehood. I know which clue that is, and I know where it is. This one, the way the clue works is you read the odd-numbered letters left to right, and then the even-numbered letters right to left. So it is S-A-L-E-I-K-A, Salika, hut, near Deadlands. That's right. Can't remember that one. That's the windmills hint. And then this one is the one where you have to do the letters. 19 is S. What's 12? What's the 12th letter? Is that L? S-L...
Yes.
S-L-U... A-B-C-D-E-F-G-H-I...
I.
Sluice...
Gate.
Yeah... G-A-T-E...
Mm-hmm.
Something T-S... Sluice Gate Rats...
Yep.
Right, I think I know what that one is. Foothills Rising Mountain Shadow is something about the relationship between the capital letters and the
One's immediately next to it.
and the lowercase letters, but I can't remember what. Like it's an anagram of some sort. I think. But I am just going to reach for the guide on this one. It is the red bottle.
Oh, hold on. Take out Rise out of the... Foothills Rising Mountain Shadow. The letters immediately around the large
I see.
letters are R-I-S-C-E. Right.
Q-U. I think this one is actually missing a letter, because what it actually is the thing in the guide is Quiet Shrine.
Still Shrine.
No, Quiet Shrine. So it's Q-U-I-T Q-U-I-E-T S-H-R-I-N-E.
Yeah. There's no
But
R.
oh no,
There.
that's right. It's not an L. It's a capital I. That's why I'm reading it wrong.
Oh.
It's NH capital I lowercase I.
Thanks, font.
Yeah. Right. So I know what that one is. It's in the Deadlands. That one is a hut in the Salika Woods. That one's in Mosfor and High Waste. That one's in Cedar Uplands. And this one is in Rabanasta, I think. Now, there are a few boats in the Deadlands. I'm not sure I remember exactly which one this is. Also, this is the Deadlands, so I am going to save. I'm going to save, not teleport. This is one of the pieces on the score that I think benefits most from the orchestration. Like, because it is so disjointed normally. Oh, thick fog. Were I so inclined, I could fight an Entite, but I think that'd be... Oh, there it is. Oh no. Ah, I can fight it. Although it did just take off all my MP, which isn't great. No rare loot for me. No making it easier to get the Tournesol. Which is fine, because who uses the Tournesol? I think there's a boat over here. What are you... Oh, surprise turtle. Oh, that's right, it's down there. One zone further over than I thought. Not to be Finana on main, but I'm having boob sweat issues. Where are we going? This way. There's the boats. Wanly limbed message. And then I'm going to go this way. This area is so pretty and so beautifully designed. Sort of wish there was more to do here besides farm one rarely spawning enemy.
That would be nice.
But also, you can tell this is where the kind of art and environment design people hadn't run out of money, but the narrative team had either run out of time or run out of steam. Yeah. Why actually talks to you? Let's make sure that I've actually set that side quest in motion, because we all want to do it. Maybe next stream. Might round up the last two open world espers next time. It's not hard to do, it just requires a little bit of thinking. Surprise, invisible goblins! Oh, I should, oops, Daisy, not you. Should have gone back to... Where is it? There. Right, everybody keep your eyes open for a hut. I think it's in this area? Not entirely sure. Might be one of these paths. It is not at one of these paths. Very good. Moving on. It's not over here. I think it's in this area somewhere. Not there. It's not down there. That's where the invisible frog spawns. Not to be confused with the very large frog full of hatred. So here. The area design in this location is so weird. I don't know why they put things in the places they did. Now the level's up again, and suddenly it's a very good job that I'm not fighting Gilgamesh. Because 48 is a level that will get you in trouble. Oh, come on. Please open the chest. Thank you. Where's this fucking hut? There's one hut that didn't have a Moogle in it. And instead it has a magical note. I can't remember where it is. I thought it was in the northern part of the forest. But I'm running out of northern part of the forest for it to be in.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where is him? Maybe that's where it is. And because of the way they draw the maps in this game, it's impossible to spot it on the map. Is it one of these two? No. Maybe I'll just fucking look at a map.
That doesn't sound to someone who is never going to find it without looking at the map.
Sounds like someone who managed to walk past it. I think. What? Yep, I definitely walked past it at least once. In the first area I checked.
Incredible.
I'm very good at video games, guys. It should be just up here. Like, probably this hut. Yep. Well done, me. Yeah, I came from there and walked down through this zone to this zone. And I just walked straight past the house.
Yep, it happens.
Some quality Eat branded gaming. Streaming is hard, y'all. Next, I'm going to...
Streaming takes up the margin of brain that sometimes people use to be smart at video games.
Yep.
And sometimes when the stream happens, they're just like, hi, I'm talking instead of thinking now. Whoops,
Yep.
I'm bad at video games.
Uh-huh.
It's a skill that you have to cultivate to still be able to use that part of the brain on video games and also talking.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even do that when I'm not streaming.
Right. Excuse me. The other two I've got to go to are Rabanasta and Tita Upland somewhere. It's Tita Uplands. No, it's in key items. That's right. I have to go and switch on and off a bunch of windmills, which might not actually be able to do. Fuck. Fucking Deadlands. I'm not sure I have the windmill key yet. I'll go and see. Because it's not actually a key, it's not me switching the windmill on or off, it's whether the Moogles are willing to talk to me yet.
Hmm.
I can't remember if I have to do the hunt in this location first. Not much point fighting things in this region, especially not the flying enemies. They're extremely annoying. Let me just check the note. 1, 2, 5, 7, and 9 need to be on. One thing it is worth fighting here are the dragons. Because there's some juicy XP on these boys. Which one's this? Right, one is on. That's fine. Two needs to be on. Three is on and needs to be off. Shut that down. I don't know what these windmills out in the middle of nowhere are supposed to be doing. Like, traditionally, a medieval windmill is for grinding grain. But I doubt anybody's carting grain out into the middle of this monster-infested wilderness to,
Yeah.
grind it. You'd think they'd do something about the dragons first.
Yeah. See, my brain is fucking stupid. So, I always get turbines and windmills confused. So, like, my brain just processes them as wind things.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
same deal, just different infrastructural context, right?
yeah. But I'm just like,
These
maybe
things
they're
aren't going to be
using them for
generating
power.
electricity.
Fuck if I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, let's get that Entite crossed off our bestiary list. Entites are so pretty. They're so pretty. One of us is about to cast something, and then that Entite is going to get very angry. Or the Entite can just wander off. Come back, Bubble! Did everybody just get silenced? Everybody did just get silenced. Oh no. Definitely need to unsilence somebody. Cool.
So yeah, I watched Banana hit 150k, so she revealed a tag she liked.
Oh, don't spoil it for me. I have that clip queued.
I won't spoil what it was for you, but someone in the comments was like, I'm just waiting for her to just flip up and reveal that one of her tags is femdom, and I'm just like, that doesn't mean she's an S. She's into girls, you idiot.
Yeah.
Just like, you poor cishet boy.
Mm-hmm.
Lesbians exist, you buffoon.
Bisexuals, in her case. But like,
Yeah. I include lesbian. I include bisexual under lesbians.
fair enough. Also things that don't ever get developed. This, like, weird stone circle thing in the middle of this lake. Like, it's cool, and it's really pretty. And it has no explanation or comment anywhere in any bit of plot that I've found anywhere in the game. Hey, buddy! You have XP that I want. So are you. Because we gotta catch this little girl up so that she can be useful when we go to the Great Crystal. If I take a character under level 15 for Great Crystal, she's just going to die all the time. 49. Is that 7? That's 7. That's... Whoops. 6. Okay. Last 3. The freaking kamikaze birds. It's like, you could just fly off and leave us. But no, you've got to explode. Okay, so 8 is turning and I need to switch it off. Surprise wyvern. It's really funny. You fight a giant wyvern in this area, but for some reason it's the only wyvern in the game that can't fly.
Whatever, game. You weirdo.
And it,
This
like,
game just does.
also it's one of the hunts that's scripted to run off.
I just had to waddle off.
Like, that model has a lot of floppy bits.
Good.
So its run animation is a spectacle, especially blown up to like double the normal size. That thing just hairs around the place, waggling everything. It's very
I
good.
love Monster Hunter.
We'll probably do that
Those are
hunt
very-
next time as well. Honestly, I should get it out of the way. I still haven't done the white chocobo because again, it's a chase hunt and they're really annoying. But at least the viral can't turn invisible.
Small mercies.
Yes. I did actually want to board the Strahl. Why would you default that menu to no? When did the first Monster Hunter game come out?
Fucking a while ago.
Nope. Thank you, Lex.
Yep. It's upsetting that when you Google Monster Hunter, the first result is the film now. Anyway, Monster Hunter 1 was March 2004.
Right.
Oh, there goes all. Well,
I
it's been
don't-
quiet, but here.
I need to go to Lowtown. Oh, sleepy now. That's not it. It's here. This way. This way. This way. This way. Through here and here. And then I think we go down here. And there should be some rats just over there. There we go. That's right. They're rats, but they're not enemy rats. They're just ordinary rats. And that tells me where to get the Matamune, but it's a long trek, so I'll do that next time. Thank you everyone for the company. And streaming will continue, well, this next weekend. I'm doing kind of one a week. Monday I'll be streaming Reach. Tomorrow go over to Lexi's channel, twitch.tv Atelier Escalier. I think I have the Lexi command active.
Yes, you should. Unless you make an effort to disable it every...
Yeah. And yeah, Sonic Fun Times. It was really good fun last week. So
yeah, there will be less beaten games this time. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Good night.
Night, everyone.